My name is Carolina, and this is my DMP2 on the topic of wisdom. In the first story we looked at was The Water of Life, about 3 boys whose father was very sick. They are told that the only way to save him is by finding the water of life. The oldest and the middle boy attempt to find the water of life, but both ignore help from the little voice. Fortunately, the youngest brother was wise enough and not arrogant to stop and receive help from the little voice, and that is how the youngest was successful at finding the water of life. I relate closely to that part of the story that resonates to me because I was very confused on deciding which schools to go to when deciding to go to college. I was fully committed to go to a different school. Luckily, I listened to my mom and her advice, and although at the time it wasn't what I wanted, I ended up at Maryland. Now I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. In the Golden Water story, 3 kids are unaware that they are royalty. Because of unfortunate events with their real parents, they feel like something is missing. An elderly lady comes into their house and tells them that they are correct, that something is missing in their life, but the only way to find out is to climb the mountain, without stopping and without getting distracted. The 2 older boys attempt, but both get frozen in the mountain. Lastly, the daughter and the youngest child, just like the water in the water of life. When I was younger, I was not wise when asking for a birthday present. All I wanted was a dog, but was unaware of all the responsibilities that came with it. Now the dog is a part of the family, and I love her very much, but the truth is my mother is the one who takes care of her the most, not I. In the Teague story, my hit was when he ends up at the funeral and 4 people are carrying the coffin. One happens to be taller than the others. He is then told by everyone that he is a surgeon, which he was unaware of, and that he would be amputating the taller guy to be at the same height as the others. Teague then went on a limb and began the surgery, and he was shocked to notice that he did know the University of Maryland offers a study abroad program for students to participate in. The program is that you study in a different country for a semester, learning and experiencing a new culture. Many are terrified, and others are excited to do it. I personally am not sure if I would like to do this yet, but this relates to Teague because when you're put into a situation you don't know anything about, or you don't think you know anything about, you will be shocked by how quickly you learn to get around. In the canon, the beautiful princess is trying to find her husband, and so she put the men through multiple challenges. The first, to know the canon. Second, to recite it. And then lastly, to embody it. Only one man at the end was completely embodied by the canon, and so when he went to look for his beautiful soon-to-be wife, she had disappeared, and all that was left was flip-flops at the side of the lake. He then learned what the beautiful princess had taught him. I relate to this being helpful by possibly doing community service in your community. In high school, I used to fundraise for the Lighthouse Shelter in our community by selling shirts. This is to know what community service is. This year, I participate in the For the Kids Dance-a-thon, where we dance for 12 hours for the kids. This is to recite. And lastly, it would be awesome if one day I would be completely embodied by the idea of community service and the act of giving and help with people in need one-on-one.